Never underestimate the power of an educator. My name is Brian Coleman. I was born in Washington, D.C., and today I'm going to take you on a quick little journey as to why education and educators are the most important thing that can overcome any dire situation that you are in. I was born in Washington, D.C. My father passed away when I was 3 years old. My mother was a severe epileptic who smoked 2 packs a day. I had 2 older brothers. Jody was the oldest, Sam was the middle. I was a buck-toothed, nappy-headed, dirty kid with big ears growing up. I failed kindergarten. I had to repeat kindergarten. And then I moved to Groveton Elementary and I met Miss Feely. And this is the teacher who changed my entire life. From the moment that she saw me, she walked up to me, she asked me my name. She said, "What is your name?" And I told her, I said, "Brian." And she said, "Brian, you are such a beautiful boy. You are so smart. You are going to learn so much in this class this year." And just like that, she had me, because I had never been told anything like that. And when she spoke, it was from the heart. She wasn't trying to sell something. This was who Miss Feely was. The next day I went into that classroom. She's at the board. She turns and sees me. She says to me again, "Hi, Brian. Oh, you look so handsome today. You are such a smart kid. We are going to have a great day." Every single day, Miss Feely told me this. Every single day, I could not wait to get to her class. I lived in Highland Valley, in the projects, where there were guns, there was violence, there was theft, there were murders. Kids in my neighborhood who walked out of that school, their apartment buildings, and got on that bus, their priority was not to get their education, their priority was to disrupt. So I already had it stacked against me. But this teacher, Miss Feely, made it a point that she was not going to give up on me. It was as if she saw me and she said, "Yep, I got you. Don't worry about it. I don't care what's going on at your home. I don't care what's going on in the neighborhood. I don't care what kind of people are surrounding you. I'm going to show you the greatness that is in you so that you can become a successful individual." And she changed my life. In the first grade, I knew I had to go to education because of what this teacher had impacted me on. She had a profound impact on me. Then I went to 3rd grade and I met Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn had a tremendous impact on me. I went to middle school and not one teacher impacted my life. Not one teacher. Not one 7th grade teacher, not one 8th grade teacher. And I had 6 of them, so that's 12 people who did not impact my life in a time where I needed it more than ever, because middle school years are the hardest years you could possibly imagine, which is probably why I became a middle school teacher and now I'm a middle school assistant principal. I then went to high school and I met my coach, Coach Brent. And Coach Brent had a huge impact on my life. He was my basketball coach my freshman and sophomore year. And then my life took a turn for almost the ultimate worst. After my junior year going into my senior year of high school, my life changed forever. My mother passed away from cancer. And Coach Brent moved me into his house and became my guardian. He was not going to let me fail. He was not going to let me go down this road that had just occurred to me. He wasn't that type of man. He was impacting my life. I graduated high school, went on to college, began teaching. Think about this for a second. I came from nothing, and I'm still here. A dirty, nappy-headed, buck-toothed kid whose family was poor and lived in the projects. Nothing. And I'm still here. And you know why I'm still here? Because it doesn't matter what your environment deals with. Your environment is not your excuse for failure. Your environment is your motivation for success. I'm gonna say this one more time. I don't care where you're living. I don't care the fact, it doesn't matter that you don't have two parents. It doesn't matter that you don't have all the money in the world or all the money that other people have. That is your motivation for success. Because I could have given up a long time ago. The educators could have given up on me a long time ago, but they weren't going to do it. And no matter how hard it got, I never let up on that dream because I had to get out of that environment. I knew that I didn't want to live in that environment for the rest of my life. It was my motivation to become successful. It was my motivation to get out of there. So here I am today. Came from nothing. Again, I will say it because I truly did. And I'm still here with the opportunity to share my story, with the opportunity to impact student lives in education every single day. And how did that transpire? Because of educators who refused to give up on me. It has provided me with a life that I have never thought I could imagine. I have a beautiful wife. I have two beautiful kids who are extremely smart. And every day I wake up knowing that not only did I overcome the odds of only having a 16% chance of graduating college, but I've married the love of my life. I am living an incredible dream. Part of it has to do with my perseverance, but it all started with those educators. It all started from Ms. Feely to Mr. Vaughn to Coach Brent. So don't ever underestimate education, and don't ever underestimate an educator, because I am living proof that you need them and how they can change your life.